Right, get on everyone. Give me a video just about getting the topper ready for winter, how we store it. It can suffer with sort of rust and corrosion if you don't keep them clean and sort of protecting that as the grass is quite acidic. They'll eat away into the paint and rust bits and pieces out. So it's something that we do just to sort of prolong it and keep it looking as good as we can for as long as we can. So yeah, I'll just run through the products we use and how we apply them, and you can see the finish it comes up with. Right, let's get started. Right, so what we use to cover all sort of panels and the frame and everything, it's called Anchor Wax from Morris, and it's like a rust proof and protection coating for anything that's sort of out and exposed to sort of acidity, contaminants, salt or anything like that. So it's ideal for stuff on the farm. You know, slurry, fertilizer, all those sort of things are quite corrosive to your metals and paintwork. So we use this. Put it on the spray can. One of them. It's a bit old and fatty now, it does the job. Yeah, you don't need to thin it down or anything. It sprays out the can nice and easy. Just pick it up into that and plug it into the compressor. Yeah, it comes out well. The only thing you do have to do is keep it away from frost. That doesn't do it any good. But other than that, just keeping it works absolutely fine. And the grease we use the blue grease, which is Morris again. Just find this better than the standard grease. It keeps sort of water out, and it's also a bit more higher load than that. So bearings and things like that, spindles, but I think they seem to do better on it. But I've still got some left in there, so when that one's cartridge empty, we'll put a new one in. So yeah, I'll show you how I apply it all now. Alright, so the one thing I would say with it is just make sure you've got good ventilation with it. I've got the workshop open, so it's fine blowing through, but just don't do it in a confined space or anything like that, as its the smell is quite strong. But yeah, so we just spray it on. Use a nice clear finish. So comes the end now. Got it all treated up nicely. There's a good cover, and I'll start the tractor up and do underneath. Right, let's get the tractor started. I'm just going to put an axle stand under and on, just in case anything happens. Maybe a little bit. Right, now that's done, I'm going to grease up the headstock, but to do that I take the tractor off. So I'm going to move the rotavator and the deck flicker boat out of the way. I'll put the topper back in there, and I'm going to take the tractor off. I can then grease up the side and headstock, and yeah, I'll put the rotavator and the deck back in front then, and that's the topper all oiled up and greased up, ready for the winter and to take out next year. I always leave that pin in there. For some reason, it fits perfectly on the top link. Not sure why, but I always left it in there. And this one, I've got the stabilizer inside on this. Always leave them at the topper. It's quite heavy, so just do that. There. Take the safety chain off. And what I do, just keep it out of the way. That through there. That through there. And then that one in there. The same the other side. Just slacken off my stabilizers. And out. Done. That one is in there. And there. And that one in there. I'll try and keep pins with machines. Then when I get a hitch up, I'm not looking for pins all the time. Alright, we'll move the tractor out of the way and we'll grease the headstock. Right, so because this topper has a slide-in headstock, I always place to keep the beam greased up. When we first started sliding, it was a bit tight, but now it's still got some of the paints come off and it's been greased up, so it slides quite easy, and it is handy when you're in the field offsetting it. But I always make sure I keep it sort of greased up and that stuff from sticking. So yeah, what I do, just get my grease gun and put it on so it's continuous, and literally just hold the trigger down and do like a bit of a pattern on top of the frame, up to there, so it stops. And I just do that on all the parts of it. I don't know if I'll be able to do all of it. This cartridge, I might need the cartridge put in a sec. Do that. And on the bottom. Like that. Go back in there. Then what you do to slide the headstock, you've just got a pin there, an R clip. Just pick that out. And it slides across like that. And it comes over to the stop. Leave the pin out for a bit. I'll slide it in a second and do exactly the same side. So grease gunner's run out of grease, so I'll put a new cartridge in, and carry on. Right, so the change cartridge on this is super easy. So what you do, pull that out of the back, and then it's got like a little lock in, just lock it into there, and unscrew the canister, take it out. The old cartridge. The cloth. Wipe your hands off because it does tend to get everywhere. And with this, once you make sure you get it in the right way, so put it on there. I'll have it aimed away from you because the amount of times I've pulled it and flicked grease over myself. Like that. And the bottom, the cap off. And yeah, just make sure you get it in the right way. So that one goes in there. Like that. Down to like that. And they've got like little sort of bits that are stuck out. It sits to there. And back in there. Screw it up. Like so. That. And a bit at the back. Put out this thing. And it'll sit there. And where this one, you've got little sort of marks in that shaft which tell you when you're sort of full cartridge, 3/4, half, and empty, I think roughly, or something like that. And yeah, easy as that. Right, so carry on greasing. Right, so that's the topper all put away and greased up and anchor wax for the winter. It'll stay here now till I need it, probably early spring, or unless someone gets desperate. But yeah, no, that was that. So I'm gonna go through all the machines and do them next to the rotavator because I've got to do the oil change in the gearboxes, and anchor wax that one up, and grease that one up, and get that one all ready for winter. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next one. Cheers.